Video here. This is Ketanji Brown Jackson, Joe Biden's totally not diversity hire for the Supreme Court. Go ahead and check out what she had to say about the that pesky First Amendment here. I think
Justice Jackson.
So my biggest concern is that your view has the First Amendment hamstringing the government in significant ways in the most important time periods. I mean, what would you have the government do? I've heard you say a couple times that the government can post its own speech, but in my hypothetical, kids, this is not safe, don't do it, is not going to get it done. And so I guess some might say that the government actually has a duty to take steps to protect the citizens of this country, and you seem to be suggesting that that duty cannot manifest itself in the government encouraging or even pressuring platforms to take down harmful information. So can you help me? Because I'm really worried about that because you've got the First Amendment operating in an environment of threatening circumstances from the government's perspective, and you're saying that the government can't interact with the source of those problems.
And Your Honor, I understand that instinct, and I guess what I tell you is
now that's the judge that couldn't define what a woman was during the confirmation hearings. She said she wasn't a biologist, so she couldn't tell you what a woman was. Now, Mia, I don't know about you. You know me pretty well. You know me better than all of our listeners, right? I am not a carpenter, but I can say with the utmost confidence that that is indeed a chair. Right there. That is a chair. I'm not a carpenter.
Are you sure?
I'm not an IT guy, but I can tell you that that's a computer.
Yeah.
I can tell you that that right there is a computer.
I thought you were going to say that that's carpet.
No. That is carpet, though, unfortunately. So that's your judge. So that was during the oral arguments for Murthy versus Missouri. That is the case that is suing over what the Twitter files basically exposed, thanks to Elon Musk, where the federal government was pressuring these social media companies into dropping stories that they might find problematic. Now, they did it under the guise of public health. Oh, COVID misinformation, even though today's COVID misinformation is tomorrow's cold hard facts. But came out they were doing it to try to influence the election. The intelligence agencies were. That's a big no-no. My favorite quote from that comes in the beginning, where she said, "I'm concerned your view of the First Amendment is hamstringing the government." Now, again, not a carpenter, not an IT guy, not a constitutional lawyer. But I can tell you, again, with the utmost confidence, that the entire point of not just the First Amendment, but the Bill of Rights as a whole, is to hamstring the government. What were we talking about the Second Amendment in that last segment? These rights are given to you by God. These amendments are in place. The Bill of Rights is in place to prevent the government from saying, we are God and you don't get to have these rights. The whole point, that's the reason they drafted the Bill of Rights, was to hamstring. What? No, it wasn't to hamstring the government. It wasn't. The Bill of Rights is not there to hamstring the government. You're completely right. The Bill of Rights is there to take a baseball bat to its kneecaps and make sure it can't fucking walk if it tries to infringe on any of those rights. That's what the Bill of Rights is there for. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.